Hey guys, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. And today we're going to start by asking the question, what do these three apps have in common? Instant heart rate monitor. It is the most popular heart rate monitor app in the iPhone. Flow, period, and ovulation tracker, which claims 25 million users. And Realtor.com's real estate app for both Android and iPhone that also claims millions of users. They are all sending very sensitive data back to Facebook. We are basically using our smartphones in very sensitive ways to track very critical and sensitive things to ourselves, such as medical information. Now, the instant heart rate monitor is sending a user's heart rate to Facebook immediately after it records it. The flow, period, and ovulation tracker told Facebook when a user was having her period or if the user informed the app of her intention to get pregnant. And Realtor.com sent the social network basically the location and price listings that a user was viewing, as well as the ones that user was favoriting if they were house shopping. Now, none of these apps provide the users any apparent or obvious knowledge or understanding that they are sending this information back to Facebook. And so an investigation by the Wall Street Journal tested multiple different apps, and the testing showed that, and I quote, Facebook software collects data from many apps, even if no Facebook account is used to log in, and even if the end user isn't a Facebook member. And so basically what a lot of app developers are doing is they're either tying into Facebook for single sign-on and other things, or they're using part of Facebook's development platform as an integration into their apps to make their apps easier to use and function. And here's essentially how it works. So the first thing is, you enter the data. And the example that the Wall Street Journal gave was the ovulation tracker. So you're going to enter your ovulation tracking data into the app. Now, the Facebook software inside that ovulation tracker is going to record that information and send what is called a custom app event to Facebook. Now, this is going to include data about the user's device, is it an iPhone, an Android, etc., as well as other information that the app defines, such as the fact that the user might be ovulating in this case, which obviously is a very sensitive thing. Now, finally, Facebook can then take that data, receive it, and then actually match it with the Facebook user, even if that person hasn't logged in, given other device characteristics. Facebook lets its developers use their own custom events to target ads to the users when they are on Facebook. So, as an example, if you are ovulating or have an intention to get pregnant and you've told this app, you're now going to start getting advertisements for, fertility clinics, Babies R Us, which I don't think exists anymore, but you know what I mean. Now, Facebook came out and is quoted in the article, and they said that some of the data sharing that has been uncovered by the Wall Street Journal's app investigation appeared to violate its business terms, which instructs app developers not to send it health, financial information, or other categories of sensitive information. Facebook said, and I'm quoting here from the article, Facebook said it is telling apps flagged by the journal to stop sending information its users might regard as sensitive. The company said it may take additional action if the apps don't comply. But here's the thing. There's millions of apps literally in the App Store for Android and iPhone, and while the Wall Street Journal tested multiple apps, they're not going to test all of them. And so how many apps are flying under the radar that Facebook isn't pointing the finger to? The problem stems from how Facebook is allowing people to develop apps and send information back. And Facebook really hasn't denied that they do this. It hasn't really been a problem for them, in the sense that they are collecting all this information because they will do anything to gather information and targeting. Now, this obviously comes on the heels of investigations by the Federal Trade Commission in the United States, as well as the European Union ramping up against Facebook. So this is not good, but that is a serious, serious problem. We do a lot of deeply personal things like track ovulation, heart rates, and other stuff that we don't necessarily want anybody to know, especially somebody that's going to data mine it and then try targeting advertising to us. So what do you guys think about that? I think it's absolutely fascinating, and it's once again another nail possibly in the coffin of Facebook, but we have a serious problem with privacy control, and the mere fact that these apps are doing this and we have absolutely zero awareness of this unless researchers are diving in, pulling these apps apart and analyzing the traffic and what's happening, I think that's a bit of a problem, and we need to address that. So that is your news of the day. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, guys.